NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sideline. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The forwards for him, Bane and Jackson. Morant is out there with Pippen, and it's Edey in at the 5 spot. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. LaVine is out there with Ellis, and it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Morant passes to Jackson. They set the pick. Bane for 3. Trains the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
LaVine, good.
What determination from LaVine, finding his finish despite the contact.
Morant against Ellis. Outside, Bane. Into the lane. Here's Jackson. Rebound by Murray. And so Ellis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pippen against LaVine. Wide open look here for Murray. And that comes off the assist by LaVine.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Here's DeRozan, following the basket by Ja Morant. Murray kicks to DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on Bane. DeRozan scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
DeRozan has every shot, but that mid-range, yeah, that's his bread and butter.
Pippen outside. Takes it off the glass.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Kings have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Back to DeRozan. Lets a floater go. And the rejection by Jackson. Bane against DeRozan. Morant outside. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And he stays with it. Ellis, that's some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Ellis. DeRozan inside. And Bane pulls it down.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Morant passes to Pippen. Jackson down low. He's covered by Murray. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and you look at the Grizzlies defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
Now here's Morant, following the miss by DeRozan. So they take the lead.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
the fun fans, your Sacramento Kings Breakers. Make some noise.
Sacramento making some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Murray. Malik Monk comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Carter in for Ellis. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Bagley, he's checked in for Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Pippen. And it's Luke Kennard in for John Morant. Carter outside. Pass to Lyles. And here's Levine. Defended by Aldama. Lobs it up for Levine. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
The lob, the finish, just a textbook alley-oop. And Levine, his bounce, his athleticism, it kind of pays off in these moments.
Now, here's Kennard. Down low. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, take it up strong, big fella.
The Kings trailing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lyles, and the rebound by Jaren Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Bagley, the pass to Bain. Nice D from Sabonis. Carter dishes to Levine. Here's the three. Sabonis. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies lead by 2. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Here's Monk. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got John Conchaw. Marvin Bagley is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Aldama. And at the 3, the small forward. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooter.
To the middle. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Ellis is checked in for Carter. The Grizzlies also making a change. Pippen's checked in for Conchaw. off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Kings trail by 3. Over in the corner, Ellis. Monk outside. No good on the triple. Pass to Pippen. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Jackson. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Monk. Still without a basket. Here's the floater. Kicks it out to Ellis. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. That shot wide open. And that'll tie this game up.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
It is dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Come on, let's see those moves. Nice try. It's all good.
Sacramento making a switch here. Levine's checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Baines checked in. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Bagley with the ball. Now guarded by Monk. Bagley with the bucket. Bagley's got his second bucket.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. Knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
Now here's Levine. Sabonis sets the big for Levine. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And here is Bane after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pippen against Ellis. Back to Levine. Puts up a deep 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pippen kicks to Bane. To the paint. Sabonis with the steal. Monk against Bane. And there's Monk on the assist by Levine. And the Kings lead by 1.
And he's far from the biggest player, but Monk knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Back to Pippen. Pass to Jackson. And here is Bane. Bagley with a screen on Monk. And a wide open look for Bane. And a miss there on the triple. And Ellis will bring it up for the Kings. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And it's Laravia missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Aldama nails the baby hook. Aldama's got his first points in this one.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Please welcome to the floor your 916 crew.
Murray's checked in for the Kings. DeRozan comes in for Malik Monk. Then for the Grizzlies, Edey comes in for Marvin Bagley. And it's Morant in for Santi Aldama. .109 left in the second quarter. Ellis outside. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. DeRozan a screen. And it's Murray penetrating. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And check out Murray making trouble for the defense, driving in there in attack mode and draws the contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
First one falls for him.
And hard not to get excited about Keegan Murray's potential. He can shoot the ball, he rebounds it. If this guy continues to grow his game, he could end up being a high-level impact player.
And so Murray nails both of them. And so here's Memphis. They trail by 1. Outside Pippen. Here's Bain. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
DeRozan passes to Ellis. Inside, deflects the pass. Morant with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Bain.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bain, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
and it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
DeRozan against Bain. Outside DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Bain. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Memphis out in front, leading by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Desmond Bain really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
The Kings trail by 3. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. LaVine dishes to Murray. Sabonis kicks to Murray. LaVine against Pippen. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Morant.
Memphis foul. First personal foul.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Ellis outside. Back to DeRozan. Sabonis trying to get open. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Kings. You know, RJ, we talk about DeMar DeRozan scoring, but he's also a terrific passer.
Yeah, his first couple years in the league, DeRozan averaged less than 2 assists a game. Now, making plays for others is a big part of his game.
Bain, no good. The Kings trailing. And here is Ellis. Still yet to score. On the wing, LaVine. Defended by Pippen. LaVine's shot is off. Grizzlies shooting well. 50% from the floor. Morant. And finished off by Morant.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Outside, LaVine. Back to DeRozan. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud, let them hear it. Who wants a free t-shirt? Get loud!
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot from 20 feet away. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Levine.
Uses the pick to just perfection. Levine knocking it down.
Now here's Morant. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got the lead up to 3 now for Memphis.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Sabonis finds Levine. Here's DeRozan. Got a piece of it. Bain against DeRozan. Now here's Bain. Defense right on him. Jackson setting the pick here for Pippen. Over Levine. Pippen can't hit.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
DeRozan making his presence felt at the rim.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and that one's good. Morant.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Murray. He has 5, and Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Monk's checked in for the Kings. Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Monk against Morant. Clock at 4. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to 2 on the bucket from Monk.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. Sabonis with the steal. Here's DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. The veteran DeMar DeRozan, RJ, a terrific player, a great scorer.
And he's been doing it for a long time. He has been an elite scorer since he picked up a basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Trey Lyles checked in for Murray, and it's Carter in for Levine. Memphis also making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Edey, and it's Kennard in for Bain. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Morant. Oh, wow!
That is powerful. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the Kings making a change here. Arabia's checked in. That's good from Morant.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
40 seconds left to play here in the third. Monk, no one around him. A three-pointer is right on target. Monk's got it all tied up now for the Kings. Here's Morant. 10 points for him. Pass to Kennard. Takes a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Monk. Aldama with the rebound. Kennard with the ball. Now here's Morant. Launches from deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Pippen is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Bagley. Then there's Desmond Bain. And it's Aldama in the power forward.
Quick first step there. Bagley's faster than most players his size. He gets up on you in a hurry.
2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
He hits the second from the line.
He left some at the line, but at least he made it a 2-possession game.
Kennard against Monk. Pass to Levine. Fires from deep. Here's Wiles. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now, here's Pippen. Now, here's Kennard. Monk defending. Back to Bain. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen by Aldama. Offline with his 3. And Zorelis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. A 2-point game. Pass to Monk. Valanciunas with the ball, guarded by Pippen. Valanciunas draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Wiles passes to Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Valanciunas. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Grizzlies shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. To the inside. There's a screen by Aldama. Here's Kennard. Monk grabs the board. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
The Grizzlies call timeout. And RJ Malik Monk has evolved into an elite bench threat.
Has always had the game for that role. Letting him be that spark plug guy suits him perfectly. And when he's hot, he is as dangerous as anyone in this league.
Sacramento making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Murray comes in for Trey Lyles. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Monk. Then for the Grizzlies, Edey's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jaren Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Morant in for Kennard. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis's head coach had some words for the team during the break. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Sacramento moving it around. Murray kicks to DeRozan. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And the Kings lead by 1.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now here's Morant. And there's the drive. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Answering the bell, Sabonis. Big time, guys.
Pippen outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Bane. To the paint. Wants to get it to Morant and does. Bane kicks to Jackson. Bane with the screen on Murray. Jackson from long range. Rebound by the Kings.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Morant. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Here is a guy you can count on in these moments. The high pressure doesn't even bother DeMar.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. A three from Morant. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
From 17 feet out. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
How about the heart DeRozan plays with? In the clutch, he's fully committed to getting his team whatever they need.
Now here's Morant. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
.56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From 13, the shot will not fall. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Looking to end the run. No basket. That's his 5th miss in 11 attempts from the floor. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Ellis kicks to DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Levine dishes to Ellis. 5 on the clock. Levine with it. He's picked up by Pippen. And Levine throws it down.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Here's Bain. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Kings, Zach Levine. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Now a timeout called by Memphis. 11 seconds left in the game. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
There's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Bain against DeRozan. Good!
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Ellis, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. From deep three-point territory. Misses there. So the Kings win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable. We're making each and everybody on the team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we're just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. And now our player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.